I can touch what my heart used to dream of long before I knew you. Why doesn't that guy get here? Why do I have to do it by myself?
The minute he walks through that door, I'm going to say, Sam, you're fired.
Danny, I just talked to Susie on the phone, and guess what?
The minute that second-rate piano player comes through that door...
He's fired.
Who told you?
Why should today be different from any other day? Danny, do you know what the baby did today?
He's not the only piano player in the world, you know.
At exactly 9:47 a.m.
Not 9:47 a.m. I said 10 o'clock. He's already a half hour late.
Oh, Danny, stop exaggerating. He's only 10 minutes late.
15.
12.
14.
It's a deal.
Oh, come on. Will you, Kathy? Stop being the defender of the oppressed, will you? He's very inconsiderate. Why should he be late?
Well, maybe he was crossing the street and got hit by a car.
Oh, couldn't he call?
Maybe he didn't have a dime. Danny, will you just settle down and listen? This is a joyous occasion. This morning, your grandson used the potty for the first time.
I guarantee you one thing. If I was hit by a car, I'd use the potty for the first time. By himself? Did Rusty take pictures?
Oh.
Well, I took pictures of Rusty. How about that kid? That's remarkable for his age, all by himself. But then, I'm not surprised he said Dada when he was 11 months old. Takes after his grandfather. I said Dada when I was 11 months old.
You never told me.
How old was I when I first said I love you?
28. You were always very precocious.
Why didn't Susie call earlier so I could have been there for the occasion?
Oh, she didn't know, darling. These things are in the hands of the powers greater than ours. There's Sam now.
You're fired!
Why don't you wait till he comes in so he can hear the good news?
Good morning, sweetie.
Not for some of us, Sam.
You or me?
Starting tomorrow morning, you're playing piano at the unemployment office.
I guess it's me.
You can bet my hook nose it's you. What time were you supposed to be here?
Around 10?
And by you, 10:30 is around 10?
It's 10:20.
Look, I've already been through this negotiation with your attorney there. And judging by the way you look, you couldn't have been hit very hard by that car.
What car?
Don't change the subject. You're still fired.
I think I'll change the subject. How's the grandson?
My grandson. You didn't hear?
What?
He was the potty all by himself for the first time this morning.
What's so special? He's 5.
Not Michael, Rusty's kid. He isn't even 2.
That is kind of early. You know, my son Matt, he was almost 3 before he hit the jackpot.
With a father as late as you, I'm surprised he's not still in diapers. And let's get back to my subject. You're still fired.
In 7 years, not including today, you have fired me exactly 134 times.
135 is a lucky number. Bingo, you win the turkey.
Okay, goodbye.
Wait a minute. What do you mean goodbye? Where are you going?
Where all people go that are unemployed, to California.
How do you like that? We got a big show to do tonight. He's going to California. Ha, ha, ha.
That's exactly why I'm late. I had a call from Hollywood, Danny.
Huh?
I was offered a job.
Well, congratulations. Treason really pays off, huh?
Whatever happened to loyalty and gratitude? There's suddenly dirty words?
Oh, Danny.
How do you like that? I pick up a broken down, drunken piano player out of the gutter, and this is the way he says thank you.
Drunken piano. Sam never had a drink in his life.
I know, but if he was a lush, wouldn't I have hired him anyway?
You know, somehow he makes it sound logical.
Now you have some idea of what I have to live with?
Go ahead, you go to California. While you're dancing in some discotheque with some pretty little starlet, just think of poor old Danny Williams singing his heart out, trying to bring a little happiness to the little people without a piano player.
Oh, is he doing hearts and flowers in the show this week?
Listen, Dan.
No, go ahead. Forget about loyalty and gratitude. Those are just silly words.
Will you listen to me for a minute? Listen. I have an offer to do a musical score, a whole musical score for a very important picture.
You mean you're on the level with this Hollywood thing?
Yeah, but I haven't accepted it yet.
You haven't?
Well, certainly not. You don't think I'm going to take another job without talking to you first. Now, look, pal. You and I have been working together too long for me to do a thing like that.
Aren't you a little bit ashamed of yourself?
For what? I mean, since when is it a crime to fire a dearly beloved friend 136 times?
135.
No, 136. This one really sticks. Too good an opportunity for you to pass up, Sam. You take that job. And with your talent, I'm betting you'll win the Oscar in your first year. Good luck.
You're something else.
Sam, you know I wish you the best of everything.
I know, Doll. Thanks.
And Sam, if things don't work out in Hollywood, just remember there's always a spot with Danny Williams for a broken-down, drunken piano player who's never on time.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks for 7 great years.
Oh, come on.
Crazy, but great.
What's the meaning of friendship if you can't let a fellow human being take advantage of you? That didn't come out too good, did it? Oh, boy. Now it's auditioning piano players.
So, wait, I think I got that problem solved.
What?
I lined up a great guy for piano. Great. His name is Robbins. Rosie Robbins. And lucky for us, he's free.
Free schmeat. All I want to know is, does he show up on time for rehearsal?
I'll give him my watch.
Oh, no, don't give him your watch. I'll buy him a new one. Well, they go to the club about 2 o'clock.
Wait a minute. What about our rehearsal?
I got to rush down to the village.
What for?
I want to be on time for my grandson's next performance.
Hey, Dan. I just spoke to Sam on the phone. He's all excited about that Hollywood deal.
Can't blame him, Charlie. That is a great break.
Yeah, well, he didn't give you much notice, did he?
Who needs notice? He came over and he told me, and I wished him luck. That was it.
Just like that?
Of course, just like that. What did you expect me to carry on about gratitude and loyalty?
Well, it won't be easy if you're to break in a new piano player.
Why, I'm so hard to get along with?
No, easy, very easy, very easy.
I'd just like to see you in my place. See how easy you'd be to get along with. Look at this. This guy is 10 minutes late. I don't know what it is with these piano players. I just don't know. You tell them 2 o'clock, that means any time in the afternoon when it's convenient. Well, I'm telling you something right now. I'm breaking this guy in right. Yes, sirree, Bob. He's going to hear from me. You can bet your last dollar he's going to hear from me. As a matter of fact, I think I'll hire him and then I'll fire him. No, I think I'll fire him before I hire him.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Is Mr. Williams here?
Yeah. Why?
Sam sent me. I'm the piano player.
You're the piano? Hey, Dan, the piano player is here.
It's about time Hi there.
How are you? Sorry I'm a little late.
Late? Oh, that's just for nervous clock watchers.
I ran into a cat who was pounding on my ear for about a half an hour.
Oh.
I really should have called him.
Oh, come on. We don't have to put a time clock on our relationship.
Thanks, Rosie Robbins.
How are you? This is Mr. Halper, the boss man here.
Good to see you, Rose.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Robbins.
My friends call me Rosie.
Well, Rosie. Charming name.
You know, I've wanted to work with you for a long time.
Really, thanks. Thank you very much.
No, I mean it.
Oh?
I've watched you, man. I like the way you turn folks on, the young and the old. And we'll tell you something else, Daddy. You take the gap out of the generations.
What a nice compliment. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I mean it.
Well, thank you. If I might return the compliment, Sam tells me you play piano like you got 7 fingers on each hand.
I think you two'd like to be alone. See you, Dan.
Oh, Charles. Thank you.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Charles. Would you like some coffee?
Great.
Fine.
Hi, honey. Didn't the piano player work out?
You know, when you stop to think about it, what's happiness really all about? Pleasant good morning, soft touch of gentle rain, sweet smile of a child.
What happened?
I hired him.
Oh, good. What's he like, Daddy? Yes, what's he like?
What's he like? What's he like? What difference what he's like? He's a man. Human being. He lives, he breathes, he feels pain, he feels sorrow. You prick him, he bleeds. You tickle him, he laughs.
That's what he's like?
Too soon they've forgotten his words. He said, a house divided against itself cannot stand.
The piano player said that?
country was torn apart. Brother fighting against brother. But one man had the strength, the courage, the moral fiber to keep the nation united. Oh, he spoke those words over 100 years ago. Think about them. They have meaning even today. A house divided against itself cannot stand.
Oh, what is it, Mom? He hired a black piano player.
What I want you to learn is that no matter what color a man is, or his religion or anything else, he's a man like any other man and should be treated with the same respect and dignity. So when he comes here, I want you to act just natural. Do you understand? Good.
Can I ask you just one question, Grandpa?
What's that?
Is that way all over?
That's exactly the kind of question I don't want you to ask him.
Why?
Well, did you ask that of Sam or Charlie when they first came here?
No,
See?
I wasn't born yet.
Michael, that's not the point. The point is that I want you to be perfectly natural. When he gets here, just be nice, polite, friendly, and no funny jokes, and no questions, and no staring, and... Michael, where you going?
I think you shouldn't be here when he comes.
Why shouldn't you be here?
It's too much to remember.
What's too much for him to remember?
How to act perfectly natural when Rosie gets here. And that goes for you guys, too. Natural. Just natural.
How do you mean natural, Daddy?
How do I mean natural? He comes in, you just act natural.
Oh, you mean like, how do you do, Mr. Robbins? I didn't even notice that you were black.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Robbins. How does it feel to be free?
Oh, why don't you clowns cut it out? I mean, we treat him like we would Sam.
Oh, you mean when he comes through the door, you fire him?
Come here, I make a simple request and you turn it into a federal case.
Danny, aren't you being a little bit ridiculous? We're certainly not going to go around the house humming shortening bread.
That's him.
Eli's a-coming.
Linda?
Daddy, for heaven's sake, you don't need to brief us.
Rosie, come on in.
Morning, Daddy. How are you?
How about that? Right on time, too. I want you to meet the family. This is my wife, Kathy, and my daughter, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Rosie Robbins.
Nice to know you, Mr. Robbins.
It's my pleasure meeting you too, Mrs. Williams.
Oh, come on. What's that, Mrs. Williams, Mr. Robbins? How about Rosie and Kathy? After all, we're just people.
Hello, Rosie.
Hi, Kathy. When I get to know you a little better, can I just call you Mrs. Williams?
That's funny. Great sense of humor, isn't he? I told you he's just like anybody else. Why don't you just call her Grandma?
Your grandmother?
Twice.
Really?
Yep. 2-year-old from our son, Rusty, and our 5-year-old, Michael. Our daughter, Terry's little boy. He's staying with us now.
Only temporarily, until they get settled. His father's in the Army. He was just transferred to Japan.
It's hard to believe. Someone as young and pretty as you, a grandmother.
Twice.
Still hard to believe.
You must come around often. You're sure good for my ego.
Enough of this chit-chat. Now we got to get to work.
Oh, that reminds me, I've got homework to do. By the way, how are you at algebra?
When I get past these 10 fingers, I'm lost.
Me too, so I better get going. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too, Linda. Speaking of these, they're ready whenever you are, Danny.
Fine, I'll get right to work. Unless you like some coffee first.
Okay, sure.
Good.
I'll go make it.
Sit down. Would you rather work and then take a coffee break later?
Okay.
Fine. I hope you like the piano. You sure you wouldn't rather have the coffee first?
Okay.
Look, is this too early for you? I mean, you could go and come back later this afternoon.
Okay.
Or would you rather work now?
Look, Dad, it makes no difference to me, morning or afternoon. I still take these wherever I go.
Well, we better get to work. Oh, honey, sweetheart, would you make us some coffee for later?
Of course.
Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. Would you rather have the coffee now?
Kathy, I don't know how to tell you this, but lately, Danny's been acting very nice.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
No, that's bad. He's not the old Danny. No matter what goes wrong, he doesn't yell, he doesn't scream. He hasn't fired anybody. He hasn't even fired me for 1 week.
He can't fire you. You own the club.
I know it, but it's never stopped him before. I'll tell you what's really bothering me. His performance. He's not working like himself. For 1 week now, he's been like a little off. I don't mean he's bombing out, but, you know, for Danny Williams.
He's bombing out.
You didn't hear it from me?
You said for a week now. Isn't that about when Rosie started working with him?
Yeah. Well, you think it's Rosie's fault?
No, it's Abraham Lincoln's.
Because...
A house divided cannot stand, etc., etc. I think he's trying very hard not to divide the house.
What do you mean?
Oh, don't you see, Charlie? Danny spent hours warning us not to treat Rosie any differently than anybody else.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
Exactly.
Oh, boy, Kathy. We really have got some kind of problem. Kathy, there's only 2 people can solve this problem. 2 people who are closest to him. You and Abraham Lincoln. Since Abe isn't available, it's up to you.
Me?
Well, sure, you're his wife. Talk to him. You know, at home, at night, the lights are low, pillow talk.
No, Charlie, you talk to him. After all, you're his boss.
In name only.
Well, somebody's got to talk to somebody.
Well, it ain't gonna be me.
Charlie,
Huh?
wait a minute. Do you have Rosie's home phone number?
Yeah, what?
Tomorrow, when Danny's out playing golf, guess who's coming to lunch?
Oh, come on, Charlie, don't give me that.
I tell you, wasn't that terrible?
It was worse than terrible. I could hardly hear myself from the noise. I mean, if it's an imposition, I'll stop singing while they're serving. Or maybe we should put out a sign, meals will not be interrupted by the entertainment.
I'm sorry, Dan.
I didn't mind it so much when Jaime dropped that tray full of soup on that bald-headed guy, but
Did you have to get up on a chair and take a bow?
It's a simple ballad, Charlie. I can't compete with a flash act like that.
I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him.
Oh, it's not just that. It's everything. My timing has been off, and I can't figure out why.
Danny, maybe...
Maybe what?
Maybe... Maybe...
Maybe.
Good afternoon, everybody.
More like good evening, isn't it?
To me, it's goodbye.
Can we start working, Mr. Robbins?
Sorry I'm a little late. I had a very important lunch date
That's fine.
with a very beautiful lady.
I'm sure she was. For once in my life, please. From the top.
Ready or not, here we go.
Fine.
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me, someone I needed so long. For once unafraid, I can go where life leads me. Somehow I know I'll be strong. For once unafraid, I can do...
What are you doing?
Nice song, huh, Danny, babe?
Oh, it's a lovely song, Rosie, baby. But you're going to play it, and I'm going to sing it. And I'm not going to sing it like that.
What's the matter? Don't you dig so?
Oh, I dig so. It's just that I'm going to sing this song without soul. But I mean, it's just a simple ballad. That's all. Nice and easy. Could I have a arpeggio, please?
Sure.
Thank you. All I asked for was a simple introduction. I don't want a symphonic jazz arrangement. Could I just have a simple intro, please?
Okay.
Thank you. You said you had 10 fingers. Did you mind using the other 9? This is one time for me, huh?
Okay.
A nice little chord, okay? Fine. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me.
Sorry, it's this one right here.
Rosie, I haven't got too much time today. I'd like to get this number finished now. It's just going to be nice and easy, nice and sweet. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. That's how I'd like to sing it, if you don't mind.
You sing it, I'll play it.
Just nice and easy, huh? Ballad. Sweet. Slow. Go.
Okay.
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. Someone I've needed so long. So long. Pick it up, Lou. For once I can go. Well, life leads me. I know that I will be strong. For once I can tell you what my heart used to dream of long before I knew. Someone sweet like you would make my dream come true. Will you cut it out? Will you cut it out? What are you doing? Cut it out! Hold on!
Something wrong, Daddy, baby?
There's a lot wrong. In the first place, you're fired. In the second place, wait till I get my hand on a great Hollywood composer who recommended you. And in the third place, whoever told you you're a piano player in the first place. And in the fourth place, if I should give you another chance, which I doubt very much,
No kidding. You always get that hysterical when you get fired?
No, but according to the lady I had lunch with, I got 134 more firings to go.
Oh. That's the lady you had lunch with.
Yeah. Now, can we really go to work?
Yeah. Let's try it like you were doing it, with soul.
With soul. Oh, once in my life I won't let sorrow hurt me, not like it hurt me before. For once I have something I know won't desert me. I'm not alone anymore. You got it.
once I can say this is mine, you can't take it.
Yeah.
Long as I know I got love, I can make it. For once in my life,
For once in my life.
for once in my life, I got someone who needs me.
Hi, honey.
Hi, sweetheart.
Well,
Oh, what?
well, how'd the show go?
Oh, sensational. Time we dropped another tray full of soup, we got a standing ovation.
Yeah?
No, I'm just kidding. It really was great. It was just like old times, Kathy. Rosie worked with me like we'd been together for 100 years.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I finally figured it out. It was me. I was pressing too much. I was trying so hard to treat him like everybody else, I wound up treating him like nobody else.
That's what I love about you. Whenever you have a problem, you know just how to solve it.
Oh, by the way, honey, here's some money for you.
What for?
Well, you're going to keep taking men to lunch. I got to raise your allowance.